This is a absolutely fascinating time here. I'm in studio with award-winning, Academy Award-winning, Oscar winners, Sean and Andrea Fine, and their mom and daddy, Paul and Holly Fine. Holly, if you would sit up towards the mic here for a moment. I've gotten to know you guys over the course of what is now 20 years. What made you fall in love with your husband?
Oh, my God. Well, I think it had something to do with filmmaking. We were at Channel 7, which was WMAL back in those days.
There's a punchline there. It sure wasn't the love making. It was the filmmaking.
True.
So I had to fight to get.
Well, all right, okay, we're not going there. We're not going to that story.
Dirty old man.
Yeah, but we were working on a couple projects, and it just seemed so much fun to work together. And from there, the love started, and I think that's it. And I mean, I'm in awe because they are also, I mean, it is really fun to work with your husband. Most people tell me, and I don't think you guys, I don't know if we fought a lot. We fought a lot over projects. We really did. Both of us are strong and pig-headed, and, you know, maybe me a little more. And we did fun.
We'd be in the editing room, and I'd be sitting there, and I'd watch her cut the film, you know, or video or whatever, and pull the shot out. It was my favorite shot. And I said, why are you doing? And then the fighting would start, and then people that worked with us would peel off out of the room.
Yeah, right.
And just leave and go somewhere else because they were scared.
Let you guys get ready to rumble.
But we left that at the door when we left.
Well, okay.
Pretty much.
Sean, did we?
That's quite an art itself. Okay,
yeah, anyway.
You know, at the risk of asking a question that's going to sound self-serving, I'm going to ask it anyhow. You guys produced a piece for 60 Minutes that was hosted by Mike Wallace on me. Why? I never asked you. I've never in 20 years asked you why.
Have you ever listened to yourself, Rock? You're a character, and that's what we were looking for. We always were looking for great characters.
We went to meet you and a boxer we thought we were doing a piece on, and we walked out of the meeting saying, we're not doing Riddick, we're doing Rock.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, someone told me and said, you mean to tell me you're cooperating with 60 Minutes, Mike Wallace? This person who's a prominent member in Washington, D.C., would then and now said, you know, if someone from 60 Minutes came to me and told me that they were going to do a piece on me, I'd say, hold on a minute. Let me go upstairs and blow my brains out. That's how feared Mike Wallace was.
Well, no.
And the reporting of 60 Minutes. But it was a great experience. You all got to meet my mom, and kind of we got to know each other.
Mike loved your mom. Boy, he flirted with your mom.
He did. Not only my mom, he flirted with my wife. Now, the big problem is my wife repeatedly flirted back with him.
Every time he'd say, how's Rock? And how's that wife of his?
That's right.
He loved your, yeah.
Sean, we're going to reverse this. What made you fall in love with Andrea? I mean, you know, you're only human. That's one reason.
Yeah. Well, look at her first of all.
That's right.
So that's one reason, and then the second reason is filmmaking too. We just sat and talked about. It was one that we were kind of flirting a while. We both worked at National Geographic, and so we were both working there. And one night we went out for drinks with friends, and then her and I kind of went off on our own and started talking about film and why film was important and why filmmaking was important, and we both, just some light bulb kind of went off in our head at the same time, like, wow, this person's really interesting and passionate about filmmaking, and we just started going to movies all the time, and that's how we kind of fell in love, going to the movies. So,
you know, your speech at the Academy Awards, your acceptance speech, you said you didn't have anything really pre-planned and certainly didn't have anything written down. Yet it was thought to be the most poignant, special speech of the night. Can you share what you tried to communicate with the world from the stage that night?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's you know, you're up there in front of a billion people will see you. Everyone tells you there's going to be a billion people watching you. So all these things are running through our heads. And to be honest, we didn't want to be the typical documentary people that get up there and say this thing that doesn't really change anyone and everyone rolls their eyes and doesn't pay attention. But we also had Innocente with us, and I think she kind of fueled our passion to get this message out, which is that here we are in this whole room of artists, some of the most celebrated artists in the world, and we're celebrating art in this room. Yet at the same time, we're cutting in the United States all our art programs. No, I mean, I know this from my kids' public schools. There's no art in their.
Listen up, world. Listen up, radio world. Those of you watching around the world on www.rocknewmanshow.com, listen up, please.
Because without art, a lot of us wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be. I mean, filmmaking is an art. And so what better stage than this to tell people art is important. Look what it's done for this girl. This girl was homeless a year ago, and art has saved her.